Yeah, man. So, by the way, do you know you sound like Owen Wilson? You kind of sound like Owen Wilson.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
We've had this conversation many a time.
And you sound like that. I think you sound like this. What's the other guy?
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant, but he's English.
Is that your most serious skirt?
And I can't do it in
So
English.
you believe you sound like
An
American
yeah.
version of Hugh Grant, and you definitely sound like Owen Wilson. Why? Where are you from? Why do you sound like
From New Jersey.
New Jersey? That's interesting. Do people in New Jersey sound like you?
No.
Did you grow up? Did the people always say that you sounded different? Is this new? Is this something you realized when you started working?
Yeah, because you were like, you know.
Am I the only person who's ever said this?
No, you're the first one that made it a mission to figure out, where are you from?
Yeah.
Like, I'm from New Jersey. No, you're not. You're from somewhere else. And then like a week later, Texan. You sound Texan. I'm like, I don't know.
You just sound like anything but anyone that's from America, New York.
Or New Jersey.
I don't even know what. I don't think Jersey. Yeah, I don't know. Unless you're like deep in Jersey.
The other thing is, I found out with Francisco, I could do a very good Southern, like Texan. You ever see the show King of the Hill?
Yeah.
I kill 50 men with these. Damn it, Peggy. Hank, can't you keep one of these two bags quiet?
Love it.
Yeah. I could do a lot of voices.
Let me hear what else you got.
You ever hear Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I'm gonna hear it now.
No, the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Stupid fat hobbitses.
That's pretty good.
Yoda, that's an easy one. Working with you, I am. I think everyone can do that. You give it a shot.
No.
No?
Working with you, I am. Yeah.
I mean, I could do Elmo too.
Go ahead, do Elmo.
It's Elmo!
That's a little creepy. That's a little creepy. What about Barney?
I love you. Sounds more like a Helen Keller Barney.
Is that it? Then what about a black guy?
Not really.
You can't.
No.
You just don't want to do it.
No. This is going on the internet.
So it's basically, it's cultural. I guess if you grow up in a certain area, you get a pass until you meet someone that doesn't know anything about you.
Well, that's
like he says the N-word all the time. All the time.
Don't believe it.
All the time.
Do I look like I would say that?
All the time. I'm like, yo, you could do that around me. Don't take it out to the world, because the world may see it differently.
There's
Chill
only
out.
2 words that I say that I've gotten in trouble for.
What's that?
Especially in New Jersey.
What's that?
All right. What's that type of undershirt that you wear with no sleeves? What do you call it?
A tank top?
What's another word?
Undershirt?
You usually go by wife beater.
Okay.
Or guinea tee.
I never heard guinea tee. I heard wife beater before, yeah.
Well, I didn't. I grew up with my grandfather. He always called it a guinea tee.
Oh.
And I went on a date with an Italian-American girl, and she's like, don't call it that.
Oh, a guinea tee.
Guinea, see, it didn't even dawn on you.
It didn't.
And that's apparently like...
It's pretty racist.
You don't say that.
A guinea tea. I thought you were talking about like some Chinese tea. Like, hey, you ever had Chinese guinea tea? And wife beater, which could... what do you say? Wife beater was created by... That's not... I thought that was like... That's a cultural thing?
I don't know. Because it's like... I've noticed like certain... Even foods. Like you go out towards PA, you get like what we would call a sub.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a grinder.
I don't think I go anywhere because all these slangs and these things I don't know.
Like I went down to Virginia
mm-hmm.
A few years ago when I was on my way to Florida, and I went to a diner,
mm-hmm.
you know, and waitress came up and said, "What'd you like to drink?" My aunt goes, "Oh, I'll have coffee." And she goes, for you? I'm like, oh, you know, what do you got? Well, you know, we have tea, coffee.
Guinea tea?
No.
Oh.
Coke, and, you know.
Coke.
I'm like, you know,
Coke.
I'll have a Coke. What type of Coke?
What type of Coke? What did you mean, what type of Coke?
They don't call it soda. Everything is just known as Coke. So we got Pepsi, we got Mountain Dew.
Wait. A Mountain Dew is not known as a Coke.
No. The word for soda, like we have
Coke?
sodas.
Is Cokes?
Is a Coca-Cola. Because in Virginia,
And-
Coca-Cola is where it's created.
And in Mountain Dew, they would consider, the word Coke would just mean for soda?
I guess it depends on the context. Like if you go out in the street and someone says, you want Coke? It's a different type of Coke.
I could see cola being used for like,
Well,
maybe
like
a
I've been
Pepsi or soda or like
I've been up
Dr.
to Maine, and the broad term for like sodas is pop.
What
type of pop do you want?
What kind of pop? Yeah, that's.
But I think it's more of a regional thing for like even clothing. Like
I believe
you just said, like wife beater is more of a northeastern thing. It could be a stigma because how many times have we seen cops and you know a verbal dispute and the guy's wearing just nothing but
a wife beater.
You know, it just became synonymous.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what we were just talking about. I don't even know how we got to this point, but we did. We got there. What? Why? What was it? What do we? I thought it was about the accent.
On accents. An interesting side note I found out reading: the modern British accent